Welcome, everyone. This is the MasterClass. My name is Patricknazareth. I have around 30 years of experience in teaching, and I'm here to help you with your doubts, should you have any. Today, we study the chapter The Pedestrian, written by the author Ray Bradbury. Ray Bradbury was born in 1920 in Illinois, America, and died in 2012. He became one of the country's most celebrated science fiction and fantasy writers. He is known for his prose style. He writes in a way that is almost poetic. The basic themes he writes on are technology, censorship, and human nature. Some of his most famous works include Fahrenheit 451, The Martian Chronicles, and Something Wicked This Way Comes. He especially was fascinated by the potential negative effects of technology and the importance of human creativity and imagination. His work has been widely adapted for radio, for television, as well as film. His stories are studied in schools worldwide, not just for the way it's written for its literary merit, but equally for its ability to look into the future and its warnings about the unchecked use of technology in society. Have you ever been ignored because people are too busy watching TV or are on their mobile phones? It is the future, the year 2053. We meet a gentleman called Leonard Mead. He leaves his house. He wants to go for his regular evening walk. The streets are empty. It is November, a cold evening. No one is walking. He walks down the streets. Left and right, rows of cottages. Everywhere the curtains are drawn. Against the curtains, sometimes you can see beams of light. One or two places the windows are open. You can see flickering images. He keeps on walking. He is using sneakers. The reason? Very simple. If he uses hard shoes, they make a noise on the pavement. Street dogs come out barking, wondering who is the stranger. Then people on the street will open the curtains, will look out, lights will come on. He doesn't want to disturb anybody. He is enjoying his walk. His breath is condensing. It is a cold November day. There are leaves on the streets. Autumn, remember? He picks up the leaves if he feels like, examines their texture by the street lights. As he is walking, he talks. There are no human beings on the road. He talks to the houses. He asks them, what are they showing? What channel on TV is being watched? Is it Channel 4, Channel 7, Channel 9? Is it a Red Indian and a cowboy movie? Is the United States Cavalry coming? There is no reply. He's walking down a deserted street. Only his shadow moves with him. For all intents and purposes, he may as well be in a desert with nothingness all around. He talks again to the houses. What time is it? 8:30? What's going on? Is there a murder show? Is there a song and dance competition? Is there a quiz? What exactly are people watching? Did he hear somebody laugh? No. He keeps on walking. He almost trips on the sidewalk. The sidewalk has become uneven. The cement is crumbling away. Grass and flowers are growing because the pavements are not maintained well any longer since people rarely use them. He has been walking 10 years, night or day, and he has never once during those 10 years met anybody else walking on the street. He reaches a point, a cloverleaf intersection. He decides to turn and walk back to his house. During that day, that same intersection is jam-packed. Cars are going, cars are coming, vehicles are moving up and down. The gas stations, the places which sell petrol are doing a huge business. But now it's quiet. There is nothing and nobody except for him. He has nearly reached his house. He is just about a block away. Suddenly, he is pinned by a strong spotlight. He stops for a minute, turns towards the illumination, and a voice calls out, asks him to stand still, tells him not to move, tells him to put up his hands, or he will be shot. Of course, he obliges. That is a police car. What are the chances, he thinks to himself. In 2052, just a year back during an election year, there was a proposal brought and accepted to bring the police force from 3 cars to 1. 3 million people in the city, but the crime rate has gone down. A police force is no longer needed. What are the odds in such a huge city, in such a big city, to find the one police car which is on duty? It asks him for his name. Leonard Mead, he says. His profession, writer. So the police car answers him. In other words, not working. He finds that funny. He hasn't written for a long time. Everybody is interested in TV. Nobody reads books anymore. The voice from the car asks him, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm walking." That is highly unusual. Walking? Walking for what? So he says, "I'm just taking a walk for the air, to enjoy myself." "Where do you stay?" He gives his address. "Don't you have a TV in the house?" He says, "No." "Are you married?" He says, "No. No one thought me good enough to marry." He's making a joke. The voice from the car is rude. "Don't speak until you're spoken to." Asks him again, "What is the reason you have for walking?" He says, "None at all. I walk for air." "Have you been doing this often?" He says, "Yes. I've been walking for the past 8 years." There is a click. The back door of the car opens. "Get inside," said the police voice. Mr. Mead protests. "Why? I haven't done anything wrong." "Get in," he is told again. "Get in," he is told again. He protests. The car leaves him with no choice. Get inside. There is no human being in the car. It is completely automated. He walks to the back door, looks into the back seat. It's basically like a small jail cell. It smells of steel. It smells of antiseptic. It smells emotionless. Get in. He again protests. "If you had a wife to give you an alibi," the voice says. "But I don't." Before he could stop, it's cut off. "Where are you taking me?" The car doesn't know what to say. Maybe it pulls up something from its memory bank and then informs him that he's being taken to the psychiatric center for research on regressive tendencies. The door shuts and the police car begins to move forward. They pass his house. All the lights are on, every window illuminated. The lights are spilling onto the street. Leonard Mead says, "That is my house." The car doesn't answer. It moves down the road, the empty streets, and the empty sidewalks. And now there is no sound, no motion at all for the rest of that cold November night. The only person who was walking has been arrested and taken to a psychiatric center. Who are the characters in the story? The protagonist, Leonard Mead. He's a middle-aged man who loves walking at night. He likes simple things. He is not much of a technology freak. He used to be a writer before people stopped reading books and magazines. The second character, we learn it is an automated mechanical system, the police car. There's no human inside it. It speaks in a cold mechanical voice. It cannot understand why somebody should like to walk of his own accord. The setting is in the year 2053. It is set in a city, we don't know what city, but we are told that city has 3 million people. It is a dystopian society, a society where the people are forced to live in a strictly controlled environment with hardly any freedoms. What are the literary devices used by the author? Ray Bradbury uses imagery, bucking concrete walk, frosty air, crystal frost that cut the nose and made the lungs blaze like a Christmas tree. There is metaphor. The author compares the city to a graveyard and the houses to tombs, letting us know that the society itself has become lifeless. There is symbolism. Leonard walking alone. It represents freedom and individuality, whereas the police car, it's a symbol of an oppressive government and strong control. Irony. It's very ironic. There is no crime in this world, or hardly any. So less that only one police car is needed. Who does it catch? A person who has committed no crime, who only wants to have a nice walk. It's a third-person limited point of view, the narrative structure. Everything is shown through Leonard's eyes. We see, we feel his isolation, his loneliness, and the strangeness of the world in which he is living. Foreshadowing. There are early details like the empty streets. There is no human activity. It tells us that something is wrong with the society. The themes at play here: conformity versus individualism. Society wants us to move together as a crowd. But Leonard is a simple man. All he wants to do is walk. He doesn't want to be like the rest of the people who stay at home and watch TV. He tries to protect his individualism, whereas his society, the very place he is living in, looks for conformity, everyone doing the same thing. Technology and isolation. Very important. It's probably what is happening today. This story warns us about a future where technology, television, or in this case, we still have not reached the stage of an automated police cars, They replace human beings. They replace the connection that human beings have. Outdoor activities do not happen at all because people are too busy staring at screens. There is the loss of human values. Basic human activities like walking, reading, or simply enjoying nature's beauty is considered strange, is considered wrong. Government control. The automated police car trying to show us how governments would like to control people by deciding what is normal and what is not. In Leonard society, walking is considered abnormal. The danger of passive entertainment. Too much TV can cause people to lose interest in things which are good for them. They do not wish to lead an active lifestyle anymore. They do not wish to pursue anything creative, maybe painting or dancing. That's the lesson there for you then. I do hope I have been able to help. If I have, do remember to like, subscribe and share. There might be others who would require our help. Thank you so much for watching.